Hello everybody, this is your boy Lee. No introduction at this particular time, but before I get into this video, you can do some things for me, such as comment on the comment section below, subscribe to the channel, notification bell on top of the video, and most importantly, give me a thumbs up, because when I do the video, it comes direct from me to you for your enjoying pleasure. So then go and get right to the video. Whereas you got quite a lot of where the Eagles are trying to reduce the salary cap. They got about 32 million, I believe, or they're trying to get to that particular number. But before they do, their players, they got to rework contracts. Are there certain players coming back, or will they be able to resign some players before they hit free agency? But word out is that the Eagles are going to franchise tag C.J. Johnson if they can get a deal done with him. They're also trying to work on the contract of Jalen Hurts, who's due to make between 45 to 50 million this year. And they're trying to hurry up and get that contract done, because if they wait until after the NFL draft to do it, his contract it can go up as high as 50 to 55 million a year. And we already know that there are other players with contracts after him, other quarterbacks rather, as after him, that could get as high as 50, 55 million. So the Eagles are trying to help him get his deal done in a hurry. If they don't, it'll be some issues there. Now, also, we working contracts of other players. Now we got Kelsey, who wants to come back for another year. The Eagles have restructured his deal from what I was told, and so he got about a year or two left on the new deal. There's Lane Johnson, who probably is going to get a restructured contract. I mean, you got Miles Lotta hasn't hit his deal yet, because he's going into the second year of his contract. This will be the third year here. After his contract, after this year, after this season, it's probably going to be a salary cap contract. So his contract probably going to want getting redone after 2003 season is over with. You got guys on defense who going to be retiring. Fletcher Cox, who might not come back after this year. If he still can play, he might go somewhere else. But if he decide to come back on a cheaper deal, they can bring him back less than 14 million, because he was making 14 million last year on a one-year contract. He earned that entire contract, so he might get as much as 8 or 9 million on a one-year deal if he decides to come back. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Brandon Graham, who got one more year left on his deal. The Eagles could also redo his deal and give him more years, because if they give him more years and more money, that'll also free up some cap space. And you got to worry about Hargrove, who the Eagles, Hargrove, how you pronounce his name, he also is a free agent after this year. After this season come to an end, I think after March, he's a free agent, so the Eagles going to try to bring him back. And then you got, and then you got some guys who on the linebacker unit who won't be back. T.J. Johnson, I don't think he can get you to come back. Kaiser White might not be back. So the Eagles are going to have a restructured or redone, or better yet, a remade defensive line for linebackers concerned. So the linebackers are going to look totally different new come next year. The Eagles might draft some linebackers in this coming draft. Probably with the third pick overall, they could, because like I said, because after the fourth pick, they ain't got no fifth round and no sixth round pick after that. So after the second day of the draft, that could be it for the Eagles. And Sunday, because remember, the NFL draft is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The first round pick it's going to be Thursday. Friday, it's going to be the second and third. The fourth and fifth, it's going to be Saturday. And 6th and 7th going to be Sunday. That's how they've been doing it for the past year. So the Eagles will not have a third day pick, and they will have no third day picks unless they decide to trade Quez Watkins, who the Eagles, who we as fans do not want on the team anymore, because he has not proven to be that third wideout in the slot. The Eagles have had better slot receivers. I think the last slot receiver the Eagles had that was pretty good was probably what is his name? Not the receiver that Chip Kelly drafted from USC. I can't think of that boy name for all the money in the world, but he won a Super Bowl ring with the Philadelphia Eagles. He was the last so-called, but he wasn't the best slot receiver. It was up. We have Eagles have had other slot receivers better than him, but and yet after this receiver, the Eagles have drafted that year. There has been no other receiver after that guy. Give me just a few minutes. Sorry about that light going out. So anyway, as I was saying, the Eagles have not had a better slot receiver in the last 3 years. So it's time for an upgrade there. So the Eagles could trade Quez Watkins probably for a third-day pick. They may want to get a fourth or maybe a fifth-round pick for Quez Watkins. There probably be other players up for trade for this year. So a lot is going to go down between now and the draft, for contract signings and restructured deals and trades. So that's going to be going up between now going into March, because we're actually going to April, because April is the draft. Free agency kicks off in 2000, kicks off this year, but it'll be next month, March. I think it's March the 11th or March the 12th into free agent signing. So the Eagles probably going to bring in the Eagles may bring in one or two players from free agency to 1 year deals. A lot can happen, so we see what goes on there. You guys have a good day. Peace out.